How's it going, everybody? It's Austin, and today I'm bringing you a video about should you work for Uber or Postmates. This video is going to compare 30 deliveries. I've both done 30 deliveries on Postmates and Uber, and I just want to compare which ones are the best to work for in a sense. So to start off with uberEATS, if you're not familiar with the platform, there's something called surge pricing. This surge pricing gives you payouts that are higher than normal. So either be 1.1 times or 3 times, right? So you'll either get a higher payout, a low payout, or a big payout, depending on what kind of surge pricing you're having at the time. This surge pricing tends to show up between like 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., or you could see it at around 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., or from 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. It all depends from city to city and when your surge pricing happens. Now with Postmates, if you're not familiar with that platform, there's something called Blitz pricing. Now what's different from Blitz pricing than surge pricing with uberEATS is that Blitz pricing is going to be from like a 1.25 to a 2 times platform, right? But Blitz pricing can happen at any time of the day, usually happening around 6 p.m., about 11 a.m. when those lunch and dinner rushes are happening. But the way this works is that if the orders are higher than the drivers, where the market needs more people to deliver, the Blitz will happen. But if there's a lot of drivers and no orders, you're not going to have Blitz. So here's a real quick payout of Uber in my case, and I drive here in Austin, Texas. So with Uber, we see that the payout without boost is about $4.77 for 3.16 miles. Now what this means is that for every 3.16 miles I'm driving, I'm making $4.77 without boost. And then of course with your boost pricing, or I'm sorry, in this case your surge pricing, I'm making about $1 more, which is $5.70 for every 3.16 miles I'm driving. Now what we can do is we can take an average of that, right? So we're gonna go ahead and divide the money that I make divided by the amount of miles that I drove, and it looks that I make about $1.51 per mile, but with boost it turns out that I'm making $1.83 per mile. Now, throughout these 30 trips, only 10 people tipped, which is about 33% of my deliveries were tipped. Now, this is not a high turnout because I've had more people tip on certain days, but over the course of my 30 trips alone, I've only had 10 people trip, and I collected around $32 extra in my pocket. Now, let's move over to Postmates. So again, we're going to split this up into 2 categories, one with Blitz pricing and one without Blitz pricing. So we see that without Blitz pricing, I was making about $5.33 for every 2.9 miles I drove. And then with Blitz pricing, I was making about $6.45, of course, for every 2.9 miles I drove again. Now, if we take an average of these two numbers, we see that without Blitz pricing, I was making about $1.84 per mile. But with the Blitz pricing, I was making about $2.22 per mile. And of course, this is both over 30 deliveries as well. Now for the tippers. Out of the 30 trips that I had done, about 22 people tipped, which is roughly about 73%. And I pocketed about $75 from all of these tippers, which is a significant difference compared to what I got through Uber. Now in the end, don't use this as a criteria to determine if you want to drive for uberEATS or Postmates. So when we look at Uber, regular Uber, right? So Uber without its surge pricing and Postmates without its Blitz pricing, I was making $1.51 to the mile for Uber and $1.84 to the mile for Postmates. But of course, if we put in the boost and the Blitz pricing, we see that I was making $1.83 for Uber and $2.22 for Postmates. Now, it is seen that the Blitz pricing for Postmates is definitely higher than the surge pricing for Uber, but that is not a determining factor. Also, the differences between tippers was a lot higher on Postmates, where we see 22 instead of 10 comparing to Uber. So with these numbers, just take them and think about them that, as you can see, people tend to tip more on Postmates than they do for Uber, and the payouts with Postmates tend to be a little bit higher because of their awesome Blitz pricing that they have. Once again, everybody, I really hope this helped you into figuring out what is more worth it. Also, if it was extremely helpful, go ahead and drop a like as well. That lets me know I'm doing a good job and if I should continue making videos like this. Alright, everybody, hope you have a nice day. Enjoy Postmates. Enjoy Uber. I'm out. Peace.